Alright, so, now, Liebe, Apsilon, and Muffin, you've all come to, the spot between Raven's Claw and Ravendell. You can see Ravendell from a distance, at least a good couple miles yet down the road, and as you were making your way to Ravendell, you've taken notice that just on a quick look, the ground seems a bit like damaged in a way, as if something has taken place here, and you're believing that this may be where the carts have been disappearing most recently. And as you approach this area, Muffin hops off the cart and starts looking around and urges you to just make your way to Dragon's Keep, and she'll take care of the investigation the best she can.
I look at her and just say, "Don't get yourself killed."
She just kind of like waves her arm with a yeah, and goes into and starts doing her own investigating. So I guess you guys are just gonna go straight to Dragon's Keep then. Yeah. Alright, so continuing the horses along, you make the very long journey to Dragon's Keep, and as you've been making your way there, you've taken notice that it's getting darker and darker out as you make your way there. It's a very long way from Raven's Claw, even with the horses pulling. And as you can see the walls of Dragon's Keep in the distance, you can see guards up along the wall, and they look down to you, and you can hear shouting. You can't hear what exactly it is, but you can hear them shouting and kind of see them bustling around as you approach. And as you
actually, I would like to look over to Apsilon and our dragonborn friend, who's probably passed the fuck out again.
No, the last session, I said he disappeared again.
God damn it.
Yeah, because I've just come to the point that he just disappears because he's just never actually here.
Yeah, I look at
he's a figment of our imagination.
Yeah. I then look at Apsilon and I say, "Well, welcome to my hometown."
Let's look around.
Did you say you sneak around?
I look around.
Oh, I saw him say sneak around.
Alright, Mr. DM. I would like to roll for perception.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
I'm sorry, I have to do that.
I know you would, because you want to be a smart ass.
Dude, what are you gonna fucking do?
But, yeah, so as you're coming up through this, Apsilon, you look around, and this particular town is completely foreign to you, as in your time of, during the reign of the second king of Balathor, you had not heard of this town at all, and everything about it seems a lot more recent, within maybe like the last 25 or more years, and doesn't have the age that the other cities that you've been to in Balathor have.
I see. I would like to explore city. See what kind of foreign weird-ass shit they have.
Well, as you guys approach the gates on the cart, and it's about late. It's about getting into the evening at this point, and you can see that torches are starting to be lit. The large doors open to the town, and on the other side you see towards one of the buildings that's inside of the doorway, or inside of the large doorway, you see 3 men standing there. 2 just appear to be normal guards, but you see 1 man standing with this very shiny golden armor on, and his bright blonde hair and mustache. And just from a guess looking at him, Apsilon, you probably guess he may even be in his like 30s to 40s. And he just stands there with his hands behind his back as you all approach.
Alright. Now's my time to do things.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, you're a local of the town. You're the only one who knows how to speak to other races.
You're the only one who knows how to speak. And
I know how to speak.
Full stop.
I know how to speak. I know 5 languages. It's not even a joke. I know 5 languages.
I know how to speak like 2 to 3 languages. I don't know. I don't even remember how many languages.
No, yeah, he can speak. He just chooses not to.
I would like to roll for the memory stat.
I would like to roll to remember how many languages I can speak. Natural 1. Ah, fuck.
Natural 1. You have amnesia now.
Am I still in the cart?
Yes, you're both. I'd say you both have like pulled in. The car has been pulled into the door, into the town, and the doors have closed behind you.
Let's see.
And the 3 men are just kind of standing, watching you. Nobody's actually said anything to you yet.
But
so
they are
3 of them.
Yes.
Are they the Pillar Men from JoJo?
No.
Considering it's a foreign town to my character, I wouldn't expect if my character in his mind just pictured them doing JoJo poses.
Dingus, where's the music, Dingus?
Oh yeah. I told you I didn't. I was really like only like half actually fucking ready for this too, because I figured we were gonna have a really short session.
I was fully ready.
I know, but like I said, it was gonna be a short session regardless. Unfortunately.
I know. Because of the circumstances.
Yeah, considering the circumstances. Okay, so I'm gonna go with that. And Uzak.
I'm
gonna go with Welcome Respite. It's a good song for this.
Now then, do I first get the cart somewhere, or do I go talk to people?
I mean, you see them watching you, and you can tell the man in the center with the golden armor just stands, kind of a slight smirk on his face, but he hasn't said anything either. He's just kind of watching you two.
They're already judging us, goddamn.
Now I would like to just say to Apsilon, you take care of the cart for a second. I will be right back. Now I hop off the cart.
I nod and I stand guard of the great cart. What is it made of?
Yes, you stand guard of the cart as the cart rolls away with you on it as you're taking it to be set up as he had said about doing.
Listen, I have 17 strength. There's no way I'm letting that roll away.
There's also 2 horses in front of it.
So what, you're saying you're both just gonna get off the cart then?
I am. I don't know what Apsilon's.
I'm guessing Apsilon from that is just...
So yeah, I'm gonna, I guess, get
He
off
said
the
take
cart
care of the cart, which I guess meant put it away, but either or, it doesn't matter. You can both stand there.
Do whatever you want. I am going to approach the 3 men. With the lantern.
And as you approach, the man in the middle takes his arms out from behind his back and just kind of crosses them in front of him. You're certainly back early.
Oh yes, I had a small task from one of the local lords.
And he kind of just grins at you and slaps both your shoulders with his hands. It's good to see you again, my son.
Good to see you too, father.
And who's your large friend? And he looks over towards Apsilon.
Ah, that is
1 inch,
Apsilon.
1 inch taller.
It's still a fucking. I'm still going with it because you have big armor.
Apsilon?
Yeah, but he got big armor. Whatever. Fuck you.
Wait, how tall is Apsilon?
1 inch taller than you.
But I don't even remember what the height is. Hold on.
No, we did go through this before, and it's like we made him 1 inch taller just as a joke.
64.
Yeah, he's a single inch. But I look at him and just say, this is my friend, Nira. Fuck. Humanity, please return to me. This is my friend Apsilon. He's an old knight of the kingdom. He's decided to come with.
Ah, a knight of the kingdom. It's very good to see you're making such important friends then.
Or is the cart? Because depending on how close I am to them, I'd either bow or just wave.
I mean, the cart's behind you. You can still bow. It's not like you're gonna hit your head on the cart.
I'm gonna hit my ass on the cart though.
You don't understand how bowing works, do you?
You just bump into it slightly and the cart falls, just careens down the mountain.
Well, I guess we're gonna get that later.
Julian understands me. Fuck you, Dangus.
Ah, jeez.
It's called comedic effects, Dangus.
Anyway. So, what brings you back?
Well, Lord Garen has asked me to deliver a letter to you.
Ah, Lord Garen. I've heard much of him. Interesting man, to say the very least.
He's a kind fellow.
It's good to hear.
One of his close subordinates, Stormseer. I am so certain you two would get along so well. He
takes the letter from you, and as you say this, just kind of looks with like a knowing glance as to what you're saying, and just gives you I hate that buzzing. And just kind of gives a slight smirk as you say that.
He's actually taught me a bit of arcane tricks.
Keeping up with that. That's very good to hear as well. You've always been a bright boy.
Well, I did learn from the best.
Indeed you have. And he just kind of starts laughing.
Yeah, Liebe also just laughs.
Well, I imagine you two have come a long way if you've come all the way from Ravensclaw. And other than that, I have something that may interest you. I had meant to send word of it earlier, but it slipped my mind.
So, that does mean you did receive the owl, right?
Absolutely. It's good. It was good to hear that everything was fine.
Yes. Were you surprised that suddenly a random owl with small demon horns came into your home?
I've had a lot more interesting things happen in my time, boy. That was not the most interesting, I can tell you that much.
That does make sense. I did turn him back into a cat. He's currently around my neck, you probably could tell that.
He just kind of looks at the cat and looks back at you. I don't know what I was gonna fucking say to that, but...
Look, I like cats, and this one's very fluffy.
And he just looks to both of you and says, why don't you come back to the home for a short bit? I can show you what it is that I had intended to show you.
Alright.
Cat.
Yeah, that's the cat.
Even that's Teostra.
Yeah, it's a little baby Teostra.
And as you all head towards the you walk past many different buildings on your way to your father's home, like past a blacksmith and other different stores, and I don't know how to go with this.
Look, the figment of our imagination has arrived.
And as you
Look, I just got home. Why do I got pings?
Anyway, so as the three of you are heading back to your home, unbeknownst to you, you catch the eye of somebody doing some trade in town. And you make your way back to your into your home, and Apsilon, you following in the back as these two are going back and forth with their whatever it is they decide to talk about.
Magic.
Yes, magic and other such things, and you're just looking around the town.
Confused as fuck.
Yeah, pretty much.
I like around for shops.
Yes. So you see different things like general stores, like a jeweler, a blacksmith, leather workers, just the many things that towns like this would have. You can tell just by looking around. This is a very like economically driven, like kind of an economically driven town.
Any signs?
Yes, they all have signs.
Well, what they read?
Fuck, man, I didn't think of that.
Listen,
I literally was not prepared for you to ask me that question.
Listen, I need letters so I can switch them around to something more fucked up.
God damn it.
Let me think of that later.
Okay, yeah. I'll forgive you for now.
Fuck you. I forgot who I'm dealing with.
I am your worst nightmare.
You are. Anyway, so, but also you take notice, Apsilon, that there are a strange amount of dwarves around here as well. Like, many more than you've ever seen anywhere else in the kingdom.
Racist.
I'm not a racist. I'm not racist, I'm based. Anyway, so you enter into Liebe's home, and for you, Liebe, it feels like you'd never left. It looks exactly how you remember. However that is.
I just look at my father and just say, see, Mother's been cleaning quite a lot. Still as usual.
And he just kind of like rubs the back of his head. He's like, yes, you know how she is.
Yep. Not if even a single book is out of place, she is already on it. See, the fucking bookshelf is color-coded.
Yes, I think if it wasn't for her, this entire place would be an absolute pigsty. Or at least those are her words, not mine.
Well, knowing us, probably.
Now then, if you just want to wait here for a moment, I have to go looking for that particular thing. And he walks into one of the back rooms where he usually keeps different notes and other things of his stored that can't be organized very well.
Yep.
And as you two sit silently, just look, Apsilon just kind of looking around, you hear lots of different noises, like somebody tripping over shit in the background, behind the door, and muffled swearing. And
fucking hell.
And he comes back.
What? I hate that this isn't actually like my father.
That's funny.
God damn it, Dangus. How dare you?
And he emerges from behind the door again, and you notice a red spot on his head, but you decide not to pay it much mind.
It was a stray book, wasn't it?
What? Oh.
I just look at...
I do not know what you're talking about. And he brings out this, you can tell that it's a sword, but it has a very curious design that you're not used to seeing. It is a much more curved blade, and it's very thin, in a blue and a large blue sheath with gold on the metal, on all the metal parts, and the wrappings are black and gold.
Oh, by the gods, where did you get this?
I've collected many baubles over my time, but I guess I just kind of found this one in the mess not too long ago. I can't exactly remember where I found it.
I wonder you never showed it to me if you yourself didn't know what it was. Is it beautiful?
Yes, I thought you'd find it interesting. The truth of the matter is, I can't unsheath it.
Why?
I'm not
He has erectile dysfunction. You don't ask why.
Does it have a sort of a lock on it, perhaps? Or?
I've not been able to figure that part out, but I've noticed a bit of Feywild magic to it. Strangely enough.
That is certainly interesting.
I've definitely pulled on the blade many times. Maybe smacked it with a hammer once or twice. That's neither here nor there.
They just look at him like...
And I've been unable to unsheath the blade, so I don't know what that part of it looks like, but I can tell there seems to be a strange Feywild energy to it. And I cannot even begin to think of why a weapon from the Feywild would be here. The elves are very, what's the word I'm looking for? They're a very hidden type of people, you know. I haven't even seen many myself in my entire life.
They like to keep a lot of their things to themselves, as well. From what I can tell, at least, I don't see other races very worthy of their creations.
Yes, I believe they would think that. They tend to be very high and mighty of themselves.
Yep. I've surprisingly not encountered any on my travels so far. I'm certain you've encountered plenty.
I literally did just say he hasn't seen many in his life.
Well, then I did not hear that, for I am a dumbass.
Yes.
But
Agreed.
We that over.
I'm glad we agree.
Yep, we agree on one thing and one thing only, that I am a retard. I just look at him and say, so you cannot for the life of you recall where you found the blade from the Feywild of all places.
He just kind of stares off into the distance for a moment. Nope.
Yep. Seems in character. So.
And he just kind of chuckles to himself as if he's playing a joke on you, but you can tell that his pride is in pieces over this fucking sword.
Is this well, if anything, if you would allow me to, I could also research this, see if I can decipher anything. I mean, when it comes to the usage of blades with magic, I am at least a bit practiced.
I figured I'd give this to you to see if you could figure anything out. I have obviously too many things to look over, and one annoying sword is not something I want to spend all my time looking at.
Never thought you would call a sword annoying.
And he just kind of sits there with a blank look on his face, like trying not to be angry, thinking about the sword.
God damn it, even in game, I still annoy my dad.
He's just kind of like, I don't want to talk about the sword anymore.
I just look at him and say, Elsewhere, I will be if you would allow me to, I would take this with me and I'll try to decipher it. At least try my best. If I do have any findings on it, I will send it to you right away.
I'm sure you'll find something. You've always had your mother's tenacity.
Speaking of mother, where is she?
You know how she goes on her walks and on all her trips. She She cleaned up, and she told me that she'd be going out for a bit, and she left. I knew better than to question her too often.
Yeah. I just said, probably the mountaintop.
And he turns his gaze to you, Apsilon. And what about you, my crimson-armored friend? You haven't said much since you've come.
Oh, he does not talk.
And he looks towards you, and then back to Apsilon. So he's a mute.
Well, he chooses not to, mostly. He can, he just doesn't want to. Which is understandable.
A practicing mute.
Yes.
Do you say that?
No, I just do a thumbs up. I gotta keep in my practicing mute state.
Yeah.
And he just kind of smiles at you, and so I suppose you didn't come all this way for pleasantries, just mostly to drop off the letter.
Yes. Well, we did leave another one of our friends behind so they could investigate. They seemed quite tenacious about it.
Investigation?
Yes, well, there have been a couple of recent attacks near the road from Ravendell towards Raven's Claw. So we were tasked to go investigate, as no tracks were found on anything or anyone who could have caused it.
And he kind of puts his hand to his chin and thinks for a moment. You must mean all those missing carts.
Yep.
I've heard news of it, but I haven't looked into it myself. I've been trying to keep everything in the town running. We've had a few different run-ins with bandits in the woods around here, but they've been smart enough to stay away from the town at large. We just have to go out and take care of them every now and again.
And I'm certain that it is handled very swiftly.
And he just kind of looks back at you with a.
It was not a sarcastic tone, by the way. It was not a sarcastic tone.
I know. He just he looks at you very swiftly.
Yep. Well, speaking of, I don't know if this is just a part of my genetics that's finally starting to act up. I get the feeling there's like a lump in my throat these past few days. I think it's magic, since I have recently unlocked. I have recently learned the Dragon's Breath spell, but could be an organ. I have no idea.
Sounds gay.
Yeah, he finally realized he's a man because he has an Adam's apple.
It's fuck. Yeah, I should have communicated that better, huh?
Yeah, I'm sure there's many ways, but
yeah, I meant to say it's more like where his collarbones are, around there.
And he just kind of
maybe I finally have a breath weapon.
He just kind of smiles at you and doesn't really say much to that other than
it might be
giving a brief chuckle.
It might be God damn it.
It's probably a tumor.
Most likely a tumor. Just fuck, what else would I do? Yeah. Is there actually anything else? Absilon, is there anything else you want to do in this town? Before we head back to...
I shake my head no. Why do I keep saying I shake my head no? If I shake, it's a no, and if I nod, it's a yes.
It's okay, I understand what you're going for.
Yeah, exactly. At least you're trying. You're doing your...
At least I'm trying to English.
Yeah, you're attempting to English, and you're doing okay.
You're doing all right. You're doing good enough, and that's all that matters. A for effort, buddy.
I want an A+.
Alright, fine. A+ for effort.
Yeah.
Anyway, so
the fucking sigh.
So then, what are you doing at this point? You're just basically sitting there with, and you can add mysterious sword to your possessions, I guess.
Yeah, a mysterious sword.
Gonna name the sword. What are you gonna name it, Julian?
Yeah, I can't say. I'm just putting down Mysterious Sword.
Everybody basically knows what the weapon is anyway.
Yeah, I think everyone does. Yeah.
So I guess then you guys are going to, leave the house.
Well, how late was it again?
It's basically like a late evening at this point. Also, give me one quick moment.
So.
Alright, there we go. I yanked something out by accident.
Shit.
I was sitting there talking, and nobody could hear me.
Nope.
Anyway, so you guys are now doing what?
Well, what do I want to do?
I want to go out search for a bear.
You want to go search for a bear?
I want to go. I want to go
kill
find
a
an
bear.
owl bear, and I want to cook it.
So you guys are gonna what? You really want to just go out into the forest?
Yeah.
I mean, if you want to, that's completely fine by me.
Yeah,
Nah,
I'm gonna go
actually-
hunt the bear.
No, I do have one thing that in character would make sense for him to do.
Yeah.
I look at my father and I just say, so you really have no idea where Mother could be? Because I do want to say hi to her before I go again.
I'm sure she'll be around, but I can't tell exactly where she'd be right now.
Well, shit. Then that remotely disappointing. I
Went to go get cigarettes.
went to go get cigarettes and never came back.
I'll be sure to let her know that you were, asking about her.
Yes. Well, what else am I supposed to do?
And he just kind of chuckles.
Here's my mother.
Indeed she is.
Well, if you do come across, when she comes back, at least tell her I had said hi.
Will do, son.
Well, I guess I'll be seeing you.
You keep yourself safe.
Will do.
God's only
See you.
knows what kind of things are out there.
Yeah. God's only know. See you. And I will walk out.
And I guess Apsilon was still kind of sitting there as he departed.
I got the
Absolutely.
part 2. I told you I'm gonna go hunt for the fucking bear.
Well, after
I am going to hunt for the bear.
for the moment, I would assume that he wouldn't leave exactly right away, and the man that Liebe was calling his father stops you for a minute, Apsilon. I would hope you wouldn't bring any harm here, Dragon Slayer.
I nod.
What?
I nod.
You just nod?
Yeah, saying I'm not gonna cause any problem or bring any trouble.
And he just smiles and look and says, "You take care of my boy now."
I do a little bow before I leave.
And he just kind of does like a small one in his seat, and you leave.
In the plastic chair.
Yeah, it's a plastic chair. Now you're there. You're there, correct, Cole?
Hmm?
I asked if Cole was there.
Cole.
Earth to Cole.
Cole!
Okay, so
Coleslaw.
now there. So yes, Cole. That's never heard that. I'm sure he's never heard that one before. If he hasn't, well then, my God, I'm disappointed in humanity.
I've heard it plenty of times.
Yeah.
If he hasn't, I would say I'm disappointed in humanity as a whole.
Yes.
I
So-
would be as well.
So you, Sabre, having done your business in town, you've taken notice to the you take a notice to a bright red colored tiefling, a red knight, both with purple and black cloaks on, as they'd entered town, and you just kind of been waiting to see if they would emerge. And now they have made their way out onto the town, and they're walking away from this house that they had entered.
You gonna mug us?
I don't know.
Yeah, it almost sounds like Among Us.
Are you going
He
to
said
mug me?
he said mug us. I just said that you took notice to them, and you just kind of been waiting to see if they'd come back out. These seemingly interesting people.
He does kind of sound like he's going to fucking mug us.
Let me be honest, I was having a hard time thinking, because this was all completely short notice, of how he would come in. So far it's just been he was doing his own trading in town, and he took notice to the strange oddballs that came into town.
He was doing some shit.
They look like potential crewmates.
Oh boy.
He's just very excited about the potential of finding more people to go on an adventure.
Woohoo.
Yes. Perhaps they'll lead me to some real treasure.
We'll be able to get you a boat.
And
You will actually allow him to be able to afford a captain's hat.
that's great. So, Apsilon, you get this really strange feeling like somebody's watching you. You don't feel like their intentions are evil, but you definitely feel uncomfortable, as if you're being watched.
We'd like to peruse around.
Yes, predator must stalk his prey.
Why are you trying to kill them?
Oh god, I'm
No,
He's a rapist.
Listen, if he approaches us and speaks like that, he will get a great sword in the face. I will immediately assume it's a mugger.
You just get a great sword between the eyes. Yes, hello. Can I interest you in some firebolt?
But yeah, so as you look around, you notice you two are being approached by, and you notice immediately the pointed ears, but you can tell they're not fully elven. But you notice this half-elf
elf.
What?
Elves are normally short, aren't they? So it's like he's taller than the average elf.
Well, elves are typically tall and like a lot of stuff.
Yeah. Elves are usually like.
But I don't know what your height is. I'm just saying you're being approached by a man with elven ears, but you can tell by his face that he's not fully elven.
He's not a fucking matchstick.
So now you are essentially face to face, Apsilon and Liebe, to this mysterious individual.
Gentlemen.
Gentlemen.
He just heard like a spy-like kind of pirate accent.
The spy from Team Fortress 2?
Yeah, spy and demo kind of hybrid.
God. Oh, please don't tell me he's going to be speaking in a French accent.
French.
I would like to wave at him in a friendly manner, but I would like to judge him.
Roll for judging.
I would like to inspect him as I judge his character.
Then like investigation versus.
Yeah, I guess you could. No, that would be insight. I'd say like, go ahead and just roll an insight.
Roll insight.
Don't worry, I have a -1 on that.
Oh no.
I got a 2 minus. A 2 plus -1.
Good job, dumbass.
Equals 1.
Wow.
I like how it says a 2 plus.
Yeah,
minus.
it's because you literally can't go below a 1. I don't know. Anyway,
No,
no,
you can't
it
get
doesn't
zero.
say plus minus. It's just 2 minus 1. So you rolled a 1. you don't know what to think of this man other than what you've already seen of his appearance.
You can actually get a -1 in a roll, by the way. You can get low 0.
Oh yeah, that would hurt.
Yeah, that ought to hurt. Luckily, I don't have that kind of problem.
But
I would like to run. -1 just trips and it falls off a cliff.
Yeah.
But yeah, so now you are face to face with this this strange half-elven fellow in Dragon's Keep.
May I help you?
Yes, I couldn't help but notice that you two fine gentlemen in what appears to be red armor has come to this town. You're not from around here, are ya?
Well, he isn't, though. I am.
I just imagine Liebe going like, "Yeah, I am. What you gonna do about it?"
Hey, what you gonna do about it, eh?
Very Italian mafia kind of thing.
Just suddenly from
How's
from Boston.
In fact, I was
Yeah,
born
you're totally from Boston, but anyways.
In fact, I was born and raised here.
I was wondering if you two gentlemen would mind if I joined your party. I've been looking for an adventure.
Do you simply just want to go on an adventure? That's it?
Yes, perhaps explore the world with ya. Maybe find some treasure that we've never seen before. I can be a great assistance on your journey.
What's your end game here, pal?
What's your end game there, buckaroo?
Oh shit. That was so absolutely awkward. It makes me laugh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love it.
Like, what are your end game, buckaroo?
I mean, then again, I mean, literally.
He doesn't actually say that.
Yeah, that part didn't. That wasn't in character.
No.
I would like to put one finger up to tell him for him to wait a minute, and I pull Liebe with me for us to talk about it.
It's like
And when I say talk, I mean he's gonna talk, and I'm gonna.
I'm gonna nod or not nod.
No, it's like one of the fucking football huddles.
I just think it's funny just to imagine it's like for Void's new character, it was pretty much like, oh, he just kind of showed up, somebody tried to grab him, and he grabbed them back with like a shadow monster, so that was weird enough, but it's like, I want to join your party. Like, oh, okay.
Okay. Neat. But yeah, I just look at him and I just say, do you trust him?
It's on my chin as if the thinking about it. I would like to glance at Cole again, or whatever character he is.
His character's name, well, you don't know his character's name. You're just glancing at this.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I'm saying Cole.
Just standing there innocently.
I would like to shrug my shoulders.
Well, you got me.
Well, you got me.
Apsilon wants to trust him, but he's like, he's so shady.
He's so fucking shady.
It looks like he's going to rob us. What do you say?
I nod.
Well, it would be a 2v1. We could definitely win if he were to try to.
I do a thumbs up.
Alright, let's let him. If he decides to steal our shit, we beat his ass.
Otherwise, we have another meat shield.
Yeah. If he doesn't steal our shit, we have a meat shield. Nah.
He doesn't try to sell his shrooms.
He's gonna try to sell us shrooms.
Yes, a couple of shrews for $19.99.
1999.
Deciding it, we go back.
One free.
We go back to the half health.
Half health. I just say, all right, we'll let you in.
Huzzah!
Huzzah!
So now you have
I would like to take two steps back because I'm like
very uncomfortable
okay.
now.
Yeah, it's very uncomfortable to meet a Robin Hood-esque pirate that, he wants to steal from the rich.
I mean, so far as
himself.
I mean, you never never had you describe what your character looks like either. We don't know that you look like a pirate. As far as we know, you're just a character dressed in leather armor because you're roguish.
Yeah.
We don't even know if you have a pirate hat.
Does he have a pirate hat?
Well, I do, but I don't wear it all the time.
I have it in my back pocket.
He has it folded in the pocket, and he takes it out and starts unfolding it.
Wait.
Yes, and then Jack Sparrow music plays.
By the way, Dangus, the entire time, what does Lucy think of him?
The cat isn't really responding to the situation. She's kind of sleeping.
The cat is asleep. Amazing.
The cat is doing cat things. Mostly sleeping.
Mostly sleeping around my fucking neck.
Mm-hmm.
I love cats.
Don't touch it.
Please don't touch my cat.
Please don't touch my cat. He has explosive powder in his mane. Nah.
That's not canon.
It's not canon, but it's funny. It is a Teo, but he don't got the explosive power. He's a cat. That's it. He's a cat.
I like to think he's just explaining this to him. He's like, he doesn't have any explosive power. It's just a cat.
He may look like a demon, but he is a cat.
That's a pretty badass cat.
Agreed. He's also very fluffy.
Oh, the wholesome conversation.
As you see.
Apsilon's sitting there like, what the fuck did I just get myself into?
Anyway. Well. Good to have you aboard. And I extend my hand to him.
Yes, I also extend my hand and I'm gonna give you the manliest of manly handshakes.
What's your strength again?
His strength is +0.
I have a +4.
Well, you're gonna end up breaking my hand instead, probably.
Yep. Yeah, fucking Julian for some reason has like the world's greatest luck, so his stats are
I have the luck of the gods.
His like stats are like retardedly high.
Yeah, somehow, some way.
For some reason.
For some reason, I'm the luckiest man alive.
One day I will roll a native 20.
One day.
I mean, you have, just not for stats, because that's not how it works.
No. I'm actually, I'm just gonna roll something for shits and giggles. Let's see what I get. Ta-da!
21. Well, that's also a +7.
Okay, let's roll something with the +0 then.
Hey, look, I got an 18.
Hey, look, I got something low.
Got a 4. Anyway, so now you've, I guess, tentatively made a new friendship in this mysterious half-elven fellow who has yet to give you his name.
What
I
is your
am
name?
Sabre, by the way.
Nice to meet you. You may call me Liebe.
What an interesting name.
Do you know German by any chance?
I know Draconic.
It's out of character, by the way.
No, I don't know German.
Yeah.
If I had to, just Google Translate it. But
Yeah, it's just a German term. So
It's a German.
It means love.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Because I'm not very creative.
at least you're honest.
Exactly.
Anyway, so now, yes, you've gotten the name now of the half-elven fellow.
Well, Apsilon, should we head back to Muffin?
Wow.
Sure.
You didn't even introduce me. I
By
can't
the way, who
talk
is your
and
mute
my
fella
homie
over here?
Don't even introduce me. Look at that.
I just say, oh, this is Apsilon. He doesn't talk much, but he's a good fella.
I do a nightly bow.
It's a pleasure to meet you, Apsilon. Almost sounds like a Pokemon, but anyway.
I love how he talks.
It's very foppish.
Yeah. It's a pleasure to meet you, Apsilon.
It's me, Mario.
To go home.
It's me, Captain Sabre.
Thank you so much for playing my game.
Now go fuck yourself.
Alright, so now what are you guys gonna do?
Yeah.
That's the black guy. When he removes his mask, we just see Mario. And he starts
me.
speaking like Mario.
No, it was Luigi all along. He's sick of Mario shit, so he decided
Luigi #1.
he decided to become a gay eldritch god.
The gay Eldritch god?
Yeah, specifically.
Okay. Alright,
I mean,
so
he was-
anyway,
he was-
conversation being derailed as it is. What are you guys doing now at this point?
Yeah, I'd say we should probably head back to Muffin. Muffin.
I'm gonna go hunt a bear.
Alright, fine, we'll go hunt a bear.
Yes, I can show you my skill.
Skill.
Let's go
Yes,
hunt
I
a
can show you one of my many skills in archery.
bear, 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 bear.
Bear.
Bear with me.
God, I like you already.
When he says he's gonna show us his skills, the DM just sees a bubble pop off of Epsilon's head with him backstabbing us.
You have become die.
You have become die.
You are dead. No big surprise.
Snake.
What?
So, I'm gonna say with you guys getting ready to shove off, we'll call that the session for now because we
What
can.
about my bear?
Well, if we do that, we'd have to get Cole set up with Roll20 first, and
Oh.
I don't have all night as much as I would love to.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Like
Okay,
we can
I'll
lit-
note
we
it
can
on my
literally
notepad.
start off the next session as you deciding to go find a bear and then beat the shit out of a bear, all because you want to beat the shit out of a bear for no particular reason.
All because fuck
I'm
that
gonna
one
wrestle
bear.
the bear.
And if we succeed, we get +1 bear hide.
Yeah, we get a bear. We get bear meat.
Yeah, you'd be
That way I
surprised.
can
You'd be
put
surprised the
like-
amount of looting that does not happen in this campaign.
Yeah, man, I looted a corpse. I got
Once.
a cat.
Listen, it's just like Diablo. If we don't see any good shinies jump out of their body when they die, we don't bother about it.
And
that's-
besides,
And that's why you'll never get anything.
Yeah.
that Etten was alive. I'm not going to steal the shit of someone who's alive.
I'm talking about all the times before that. You guys have killed so many things.
I'm impressed that Muffin hasn't been stealing bolts off of people.
Listen, most of the things I killed was a Zugrim, so
And besides, what
No,
are
you-
we going to get
you also-
from
you, like-
orcs?
What?
What kind of useful things am I going to be getting from orcs?
I don't know. You might get some coins.
I don't care about
you can make a necklace made of teeth, goblin teeth.
Yeah, I mean, if you literally wanted to, I wouldn't care if you decided to fucking, like, take the teeth out of, like, dead things. I don't care.
Don't worry,
If
Dangus.
you-
I was planning to use the bear hide to make like a. You know how the Vikings have like a bears on their heads and wolves.
Yes.
You know how they keep it also above their shoulders, like a little cape.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
So Absalon's gonna become the bear man.
He's going to
Not
take
the,
over.
not the bear on top of the helmet, just like around the shoulders.
He's going to pick up where
Like a
Wolf
tiny
left
cape.
off.
Wolf has become is now living vicariously through him.
He has absorbed the spirit of Wolf. Rather than programming.
Alright, so actually I'm gonna hit end.